Well. I see you took my advice, but you'll still need to keep what was given to you, as the scenes of horror grow even more unimaginable. Prince and Freddy will continue to be your tour guides on this carousel of hell, only as long as you keep your nightlight close by to keep the black-eyed children at bay, the poltergeist calm, and the night crawlers hidden. Hit the lights and sit back as we welcome you to Nightlight, a horror movie podcast.
I'm Prince, also known as Ed Knight.
And I'm Freddy, also known as Nighty Night.
Freddy's microphone is broken, so we're using headphone mics. Hell yeah, brother. Technology.
Oh yeah. That part sounded awful.
And this is Nightlight, a horror movie podcast. Oh man, dude. This month, surprisingly, has been really intense. This has been a really intense month. Our month being Best Friends Horror Month, we are covering horror films that are all about friendship or dismantling of that. Also known as, are we just friends? This month has been super interesting. I feel like we have a wrench in this month due to the next film that we're covering today. However, I'm really excited to talk about it because I feel like this is a little bit more of an unorthodox pick here for our thing. Because like technically, nobody is friends in this movie.
Right. At the start of the dinner, people are getting friendly.
They're getting friendly, but they're technically not friends. It's more of a case of humanity and humility, I guess.
Right.
Are
we there for our common man to do the right choices?
It's really like construing the lines a little bit here, but this was from Reddit, so don't blame me on this pick.
It was your first time watch.
It was a first time watch for me. It was a first time watch for me, but this is a film called Would You Rather. Before we jump into that, we do have some EVPs from our ghouls over on patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's night with a K. If you would like to also participate in the EVP and have your voice on the show, you can do so as well by heading on over to patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's night with a K to submit your EVP or learn more on how to do that. Man, I'm super excited because this is an EVP from someone who has not done an EVP before. Very excited because this is someone who's actually been a part of the Nightlight community since almost the inception of Nightlight. I'm talking at least over 6 years. This is crazy. Very excited to hear this person's thoughts. And we're going to go ahead and do that in 3, 2, 1.
Hey ghouls, hey knights, this is Chantal just calling in, longtime listener, first EVP. Just wanted to say that I remember watching this movie back when it first came out, and I remember thinking, it was alright, but rewatching it now and revisiting it, I kind of took it for granted. I actually really loved the pacing of it, except for like the doctor scene parts. I just felt like, why are we cutting to this guy doing this really rather slowly? But either way, it still holds up pretty good.
Agreed.
That ending's so great. Also, totally forgot Sasha Grey was in this. If you know, you know. But yeah, it was another great watch.
If you know, you know. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah. That's a good
Shout
one.
out to Chantal, dude. Oh my God. That's awesome. Well, Chantal, thank you so much for submitting your very first EVP. It's I remember way back in the day when I used to say your name next to Rio's when I would do the Patreon shout outs. Man, I remember it vividly because I would always have so much fun saying her name alongside Rio. So I was like, Chantal and Rio. Like it would always. But shout out to you, Chantal. Shout out to you. Thank you so much for submitting. And you know, I agree with her on the aspects of like this movie is paced extremely well. We don't really waste too much time getting to the actual dinner scene. But before I continue, first and foremost, Freddie, thoughts?
I have a lot of thoughts. I will be honest, I didn't love this movie. I think it's good. I think there's a lot of aspects that is really interesting in this movie. I think the whole concept is great.
It's a movie built for its time, I feel like.
Yeah, very much so.
Like, it feels like it follows it perfectly with, like, the post-torture porn phase initially.
Thank you. I was about to bring that up. It's like, it felt like very torture porn a little bit to me, where it was like, oh, yep, these are the movies I don't like. This is not my type of genre or subgenre of the horror genre. But do I like the concept? Yes. It's brilliant to see. Yeah, like kind of what we were talking about. It's like, how do people react in certain situations, or there's moments where this movie really brings about the human connection and with their own values, as well as like every person has their price. And what is that price to kind of take away all of their values? So I feel like the first half of this film really worked for me, but then when it got a little bit more aggressive and a little bit more darker, I would say, that's where I was just like, oh, okay, this is where...
Kind of lost you a little bit.
A little bit, yeah. There's a lot of like heavy things that happen in this movie where you're just like, cool. I don't know where the entertainment aspect is for myself, but I know there's a lot of people who do like this type of movie as well.
There's a market for this. Yeah.
But I would say once we talk about like the maybe the pre-round one conversations with like the alcohol, the eating meat, and I was just
the
like,
more
this
psychological stuff.
Right, which is all like, yeah, you have such a discipline and such a value of like, I will never do that again. And then someone presents you X amount of money and then you do it. What does that say about you, as well as like just society in general? That like there is a price limit for anyone to do something, especially if they're desperate or need it. And this is definitely leaning on the people who are desperate and want something out of something to survive real life. Everyone's going through their own trauma and going through their own journey, and they want outs. They want to be saved, essentially. But yeah, no, this movie is very interesting. I will say this: it is a good plot. It's just the movie itself just isn't for me. Which, cool, that's fine. Not every movie's meant for everybody. I did like one of the endings. I'll just leave it at that for now until we talk about it. And then I hated where it went afterwards. I'm just like, well, that was stupid. I was like, oh, this is Eden Lake all over again. But overall, I enjoyed, I would say 40% of it, hated 60% of it, if I were to put a percentage on it.
All right. What did you score this?
I don't know if I scored it yet.
You didn't score it yet? Okay.
I might have to
I gave it 2.5.
I was about to say, that's probably where I would.
I gave it 2.5. This is, well, just like you, this was the first time watch for me as well, right? Like I knew about this movie, but it just never was something that has hit my watch list. Just because like I don't know why I waited on this movie. I just didn't care to watch it any time soon. But since it was on our list, I was like, all right, cool. I guess I get to knock this one finally off my watch list. I think this movie is just okay. Like it's not really doing anything that's super inventive. Like I feel like for its time, this movie would have probably been a little bit more like, oh, holy shit for me.
Right.
Because this came out while we were in college and stuff like that. So like, right? It came out when we were in college. It was 2012.
Right? We don't have to say a year. Yeah, it's fine.
So it came out in 2012, and I was like, oh, okay, yeah, like that for me is very much in line with being college, and I feel like if I would have watched this in college, I would have probably had a little bit more of a visceral reaction in terms of like, holy fuck. But
no, for sure.
Obviously with the horror that I've seen lately or from that point since, like pretty desensitized to a lot of this kind of stuff. And they didn't really show anything I feel like horrible. They were doing some pretty messed up stuff, but it wasn't like anything that I felt like what Hostel was doing and what Saw was doing at the time and stuff like that.
Kind of cut away with some stuff or keep things out.
They did, yeah, exactly. Which was great because like you got to see a little bit more of the viscera from people's faces to understand how the impact of something landing, especially like when Shepard would flinch. I felt like that was the best parts because it would be like, damn, like it must be brutal, like that was great. But yeah, I think this movie was okay. I think the acting was okay. The best actor in this movie was hands down Jeffrey Combs. Jeffrey Combs absolutely killed it.
All-star.
I mean, Exactly.
icon.
Like and this cast is pretty stacked. Like you got the dude from Trailer Park Boys, you got Brittany Snow,
Yeah.
June Squibb, Sasha Grey, I guess. but you also have Julian, the guy who he plays the Penguin in like Gotham. That guy.
Right.
You have him. The cast was. I didn't have any quarrels with the cast itself. I just
It's
think
actually a really good ensemble cast. No, for sure.
it
Without a
was,
doubt.
yeah. Like I think Jeffrey Combs did the strongest out of everybody. Jeffrey Combs and the person who played Bevins. Like
Yeah,
I think,
he was really good too. He was very
yeah, I think
threatening.
both of them played extremely great villains. Bevins was extremely intimidating, and I that felt real.
I
I
like his
did
character.
see
Very nonchalant too.
very nonchalant, very much like this is business as usual kind of guy. But I very much did. I felt like I guessed the ending immediately. Like I knew that ending was going to happen as soon as she decided to leave. I was like, oh yeah, it's not gonna end the way that she's going to expect it to end.
Right.
So like I felt that coming a mile away. And once again, there's endings that are bleak like that have done those moments better to me. That felt like something that was going to be an obvious gotcha moment to me for audience members versus something like an Eden Lake where it's a very surprising resolution to the film, and The Mist, another very surprising resolution to the film. Something like that I felt like is other things have done it better, and you can tell it's trying to emulate those types of bleak resolutions to a film. Yeah, I don't know. This is it's an okay movie for me as well.
Yeah.
The torture stuff is kind of whatever. This does fall in a certain genre that I think that doesn't get a lot of love. It did for a little while, but it doesn't get that much love, I feel like, anymore. But kind of around like the death games genre,
Sure.
where
Yeah.
Saw obviously kind of started it, but no one really ever kind of puts Saw in that type of palette that never really fits on it's kind of like the king of torture porn, like the one spark it all kind of thing. Right. But death games got really popular with Squid Games. I felt like Squid Games really popularized it, but this falls into that category, like the part of that death games category, which I think is really, really cool. But ready to jump into this, man?
Hell yeah.
Let's do it. Would you rather eat a banana or eat an apple? It's not that simple.
Banana. Banana. No, it's simple.
Directed by David Guy Levy. What if that really was the subtitle, though? Would you rather eat a banana, eat an apple? It's not that simple.
It's more appealing. Make your fruitful decisions. Okay, that's what I got.
Directed by David Guy Levy, released October 14th of 2012. I think that's a great release date for this movie. A runtime of 1 hour and 33 minutes. Could not find a budget, could not find a box office. This movie is very indie, it feels like and looks like. A rating of 63% on Rotten Tomatoes. I think that's a very fair rating for this movie.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Like, very fair rating. We open to Iris interviewing for a job at a restaurant. The manager is asking all types of personal questions, forcing her to reveal that her brother is sick, not promising her anything, but he's willing to help out. Like, what kind of interview is this?
It's just right. It's like, why you...
It was such a weird...
You want to see my work history? Or, like, what's... Tell me about
why are you asking me all of these super personal questions? And then proceed to be like, yeah, we can't give you the job. Title card, as we fade to Iris letting her brother Riley know that she's going to meet with Dr. Barden to discuss how he's able to lower the cost. She's goes to, and I guess it's an important spot for us to mention that Riley is sick with leukemia. He needs a bone marrow transplant, and obviously that's very expensive, especially in the US. She goes to the clinic, meeting up with Barden and a businessman named Shepard Lambrick. Shepard shares just how rich he is and his foundation are, helping different nonprofits around the world, extending a helping hand if she agrees to accept his invitation to his dinner party filled with competition. She isn't so sure if this opportunity is real, and Barton shares how he was in the same down on your luck position, and how Shepard saved his life because he won this game at his dinner party. No red flags there, Iris. Just no red flags at all. Like, it's a dinner party where you're invited by me, this guy you just met, and I want you to come to this dinner party. That's not weird to you, like, at all.
Yeah.
Like, it's just like even the aspect of him saying, like, it's a competition of sorts. Okay, a competition of what? Like,
right.
For me,
people are not asking more questions, which is crazy.
Exactly. We're just like, is this opportunity real? That's
Especially
the wrong question.
When you find out that people
Iris.
are like from out of state too, it's like, how did they convince you to come out here? It's like, was this as easy of a conversation? It's like, I want you to fly out here for a dinner party where you're going to compete for money. It's like, cool, sign me up. No.
And he doesn't even say compete for money. Like, he just says, like, it's a competition of sorts. What do you mean, sir? Like, I'm going to need a little bit more elaboration there. A competition of what? My first mind, because like I said, I practically went in blind for this movie. I've heard of this movie, but I didn't truly know what this movie was about.
Right. I know about the game, and I went in blind. I didn't watch the trailer, didn't see the poster or anything. I was just like, cool, let me just jump right in.
Like, the only thing that I remember seeing of this movie was the still image of Brittany Snow sitting in the chair, and I thought she was restrained in the chair by the way she was sitting, but I thought this movie was going to go sexual because, like, we also had Sasha Grey in it, so I thought this movie was going to go more sexual. I'm glad it didn't. I'm glad that's not where it went, but like, it felt like that's where it was going to go when he was like, a dinner party with this strange rich guy with a competition. And this movie has Sasha Grey in it, so
right, fair enough.
So I was just like, what? Like, where are we going? Where are we going with this? So my interest was piqued at this point. I will say that. I was just like, I don't know what's happening, but
where's Sasha Grey from? Who is she?
Porn.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. I was like, should I know who Sasha Grey is? The way you guys both brought it up in the EVP, and right now I'm just like, okay. It's like I'm assuming now, but okay, makes sense. Okay.
Yeah, that's where she's from, or at least that's probably what she's most popularly well known for. I don't know what she's doing now, but yeah.
I was really like, the name sounds familiar. It's like, did I interview her before? Probably not.
You've just probably seen her on occasion.
Okay. Fair enough.
This is all.
It's like,
of course, my next line is, "This is all coming too fast."
Because I was on IMDb, I was like, Sasha Grey, and I was like, there's no person that has like a profile photo of Sasha Grey. I'm like, because I was like, it reminds me of someone. I was like, did I interview this person for a horror movie once? But
you're like, different person.
Never mind.
Did not incognito. My next line here is, "This is coming too fast." So Iris wants to think about it. He grants her the time to think it over, handing her his card, wanting her to RSVP by 8 if she decides to go. And you have to decide literally today. Cool. Reassuring her that they would also be able to grant her brother a donor immediately. That was it. That's all she needed. She was just like, son of a bitch, I'm in. Like, not even asking how or anything like that. Like, you're not going to ask how you're going to do that. And on top of that, why wouldn't you tell your brother this, Iris?
100%. Be transparent.
Like,
hey,
this feels like something. Like, I have an opportunity to lower the cost of your medical bills and get you bumped up the list to get a donor. Yeah. Like, I feel like your brother would have been a lot more receptive instead of him assuming that you're just trying to go out there and live your life without him.
Right. This would have saved whatever the last ending was, which we'll talk about.
Agreed.
Like, communication.
Yeah, we'll get there then, because it is a punch, I guess. Back at home, Iris fixes Riley a basic veggie pasta dinner.
All right.
He's like, I can eat protein. And this was also a really bad way for them to tell us that Iris is vegetarian. This was a
Sure,
very
it's like setting the
poor way
foundation
to,
of it. It's like,
yeah, it's just like,
oh, I
this is a
made
very
you
poor
my
way of doing that.
favorite. No
Yeah.
meat,
It's like,
pasta.
broccoli and no cream pasta, my favorite. As they joke around, she receives a call about her not getting the job. She goes to her room looking over a photo of her deceased mom while remembering the day she learned she wasn't a match for Riley. She finds the business card and decides to RSVP. Iris tells her brother that she's going to go out with some friends, making sure that he's going to be okay for the night. He has everything that he needs and he's good. And he kind of foreshadows the ending here. He was like, I got my pills, I got my games, I'll be good. So there you are. If you guys aren't picking up what we're putting down right now, she gets dressed and waits outside her house that has reason. This was the moment though, like where I knew that where he was gonna do what he was gonna do.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah, like I knew right then and there. I was just like,
They
yeah,
hint
this
at
is
it
not
pretty
gonna end
early,
the
and
way
you're just
that.
like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because I was like, why wouldn't you share this with him? Why wouldn't you share the fact that, like, hey, I have this
Also, share is
opportunity
like,
for us that could be good?
if I don't, well, that too, but also like, if I don't come back, I'll be at this address. Like, fucking,
Yeah, that's another thing.
like
yeah.
a backup plan is like, hey, I'm going to this weird fucking dinner that
Does
might
she
solve all
know
of
the
our
address,
problems.
though? Does
I'm
she know the address? Because,
assuming.
like, they had a car
Oh, they had
picker.
cars picker up.
Yeah.
Well, at least, like, hey, just to give you a heads up, I'm going to this weird place. Like, a little bit more
Yeah.
information to, like, protect yourself a
I
little
just
bit,
met
but-
this guy today, earlier
Yeah.
this afternoon, and I'm going to go to his house. Like, so,
And I guess the
Yeah.
one thing, the reason why they're so elusive to say yes immediately is that, like, oh, I've heard of this foundation, I've heard of this huge dude that is rich that could solve my problems. So I think that's part of it too. Is like it's a well-known enterprise.
yeah. I felt like she didn't know who he was, though.
I
Like
thought
the
they
way that-
mentioned him. Maybe not.
Well, I don't know. I don't know if she knew who he was, because he felt like it almost felt like he was being interviewed by her, because he like announced all these different foundational things that he was doing with nonprofits and all this whole other stuff. It's like, and we built a school or whatever, where it's just like, cool. And that's when she was just like, well, I don't need a school. So I was
It's
like, oh,
yeah,
yeah.
that's fair.
Well, in the car, another flashback of Riley wondering if she's tired of taking care of him. She claims that this is her life, wanting to get through this together. Iris wakes up at the house. Once inside, the butler, another thing too, falling asleep in a stranger's car? No,
Hell no.
absolutely not, dude. Absolutely not. Like, no way. I wouldn't. That's like, to me, that's like falling asleep in an Uber or a Lyft. And if
Yeah,
anyone
so
has done
dangerous.
that, please don't do that. Like, please stay awake as much as you possibly can. Once inside, the butler Bevins shares that the estate is owned by the foundation, used for holidays and special events. I will admit, even though I do really like Bevins as a character, I will admit that he does kind of play like a Batman villain. Like,
Yeah, he's like the
it's like
right-hand
anti-Alfred.
man. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's like the mean henchman. That's
Exactly.
in the movie itself.
Right.
Like, oh, Belvins.
Bevins. He takes her to, and he's British, which doesn't help. He takes her to a room with the rest of the guests, introducing her to the others. Cal and Lucas are the first to introduce themselves, while the others stay seated and to themselves. Like, no one's talking initially. Everybody's just like doing their own thing. One thing, the person who plays Cal, I was like, why does this guy look so fucking familiar to me? I've never watched this show a day in my life, but he's from a show called My Name is Earl. I know the show, but I never watched it. He's the guy who does that meme, that meme where it's just like, and like his hair's like all crazy and shit.
I know exactly
Go
what
ahead
you're
and
talking
put an image of that specific meme, because it's fucking hilarious. But like, it's like one of those like ill memes, and yeah, he's that guy. And I was like, oh, okay. That's how I know you. I know you from a meme. I immediately recognized the guy from Trailer Park Boys. I've also never seen Trailer Park Boys, but I immediately recognized him.
Right.
While fixing her a drink, Lucas shares the names of the others: Peter, Linda, Travis, Amy, and Conway. They share dark aspects of each person before toasting, shattering Iris's glass as almost an omen of what's to come. And
Great
everybody's
transition, by the way, too. The transition,
That was awesome
I
transition.
forget what it was, but the glass.
It transitions to Barden drinking his drink.
That's right. It was so clean. I was like, damn. I was like, that came
That
out
was
of
an
nowhere.
awesome transition.
And we never saw a cool transition after that.
Yeah, that was the only
But that was cool,
time.
though. I liked it.
It was
like,
cool.
Cool. You got me, movie. You got a movie fan out of me, so, you know, I got, that was a good moment.
It was definitely cool. But everyone has their own little dark past. Peter's a gambling addict. Linda, we don't really know what Linda is. She's just old. Like she's just old and paralyzed.
Yeah.
She's old and paralyzed. Travis is a veteran. Amy, we don't really know her. Oh, we learn her dark past later. But like her husband killed their child, and presumably she killed her husband. And Conway is a recovering alcoholic. So there we are.
Everyone has their
Cut to Barden looking over the candidates while trying to talk Shepard out of his consideration for Iris. He slaps a stack of cash on Barden's desk, wanting to make sure that his weakness isn't a problem. What makes you have second thoughts now, though? Like that, this was such a weird scene to me, of just like why are you having second thoughts now?
And it's all because of Brittany Snow's character. How they're like, she's perfect. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't think so.
Like, I don't think she is. I think we need this guy. Like, I don't know if it was just like he thought that she would be too weak and she would like be the first to go. I don't know.
Innocent? It's like everyone has their like issues and
their dark
reasons
past
of being there. It's like life just got her in the way where she's desperate because of that, not because of her bad decisions.
Right.
It's because
but
it's just
we do see Linda earlier because Brittany Snow opens the door for Linda at that hospital. So we do see her earlier.
That's true.
Presumably, Barden also recommended Linda as another, so like that's where I kind of put 2 and 2 there. So I don't know if that's necessarily true, but like I feel like that's what it's trying to say, that Barden also recommended Linda this.
It's a weird recruitment system they got, but
this paraplegic old woman who, why are you recommending her?
Right.
So like, I don't know. Because like to me, she was the most innocent out of them all. She like when like she was there, she went because she just wanted to have fun playing games. And this poor woman, like when
this is like bingo night for her, she's like,
exactly. She's like, oh, we're gonna play some games. Like that sounds fun. Yeah, I would love to do that tonight. I'm not doing anything. So like I felt terrible for her. So and also too, like it's fucking Jane Squibb. Like, come on. Like how is it? Wait, I think I'm saying her name correctly. I think it's June Squibb. Is that right? June Squibb? Jane Squibb? I gotta look it up. Yeah, June Squibb.
Yeah, huge actress.
It's June Squibb. She's great actress. She plays in that movie Thelma, which if you guys haven't seen that movie, do yourself a favor because that movie is incredible. Yeah. It's so funny, so heartwarming, and she is an absolute knockout. But yeah, it's June Squibb, and she is absolutely adorable. First of all, like the cutest little old lady ever. But yeah. Anyway, back at the estate, Shepard is excited that Iris has made it. His son Julian wants to get this over with, but Shepard wants them to keep the integrity of the game. On top of that, like what the whole aspect is like to see who wins the money. So it's just like, what do you mean, Julian? Like do you want to pick the winner? Is that what you're saying? So I don't know. Wanting Bevins to take care of those who need to be removed from the game. Shepard shares that he's allowed to do, or what he's allowed to do, wanting to make sure that he doesn't touch any of them. Because there's been history of him fucking up before, which I assume it was him raping another contestant because he tries to do that to Iris later.
Right.
Bevins enters the contestants' room, instructing them to leave their personal belongings behind. Conway protests a bit, but Bevins assures them that everything will be safe, holding out the bowl for them to place their belongings inside. They abide, and they're escorted to the dining room. They all sit down at their assigned seating, awaiting Julian and Shepard to welcome everyone. They begin the evening with wine and food. Iris timidly raises her hand to share that she's a vegetarian and can't consume everything on her plate. And it's like foie gras and steak.
Right.
Julian scoffs while Shepard reveals that he doesn't have anything else. Linda wonders if she's always been vegetarian. When she's about to explain herself, Shepard interrupts, pretty much impatient. He's just like, I don't give a shit about any of this. Willing to pay her to eat the steak and foie gras. She doesn't feel if she can do that, but Shepard offers her $10,000 to eat it. She hesitates as she cuts herself a small piece, taking a bite as he eggs her on to eat some with the liver. And this is in the moment that you can see like some of the darkness coming from Amy because she's finding this amusing. She's laughing at her and so on.
This is where I kind of like the movie a lot. The psychological aspect is just like...
This is pretty cool because it's very psychological, and this feels more threatening than what we see later.
Right, which is brilliant because I love the dialogue that he even says too. It's like, look, she's eating, and he's like very happy about it. It's like, there is a price that will get you to stray away from your values. Like,
yeah, there's a price for anything kind of thing.
Discipline of not eating meat for so many years, and I made you eat meat within like 2 minutes. And he's proud of himself because of that fact. Yeah. And it just makes him like a really good villain. It's just like, yeah, that's pretty evil. It's like, you literally found a way
to... preying on desperation.
Exactly. Which is fucking horrible. Horrible.
Yeah, I felt like if we would have had more mind games like this, I would have probably enjoyed this movie a little bit more, just because I felt like all that... This. I felt like that would... Like, I wouldn't have minded some of it, like, because I felt like my second favorite part in this movie is the barrel.
Sure, the barrel is intense. That round was intense.
Yeah, sure. Super intense round. But like the whole barrel stuff, that to me was probably one of my favorite scenes because of the fact that, we'll get there, but yeah, we'll get there. As she continues eating, he chuckles at her losing her years of discipline for money, assuring the rest of the guests that this is the least of their concern. Shepard's next victim of discipline is Conway, who's a recovering alcoholic of 16 years. He argues that Conway is still in shit shape while degrading him. One thing I should also mention as well, I think you and I would have enjoyed the psychological aspect more because I feel like that's really in right now, like a part of our current like state of horror. Psychological horror is kind of like reigning supreme. Back in the 2000, leaving the tail ends of the aughts and going into the 2010s, it was still a little bit of like residual of this kind of torture porn-esque stuff. So like it does feel that this plays on very well with its time, but I feel like if this movie was released today, I do feel like it would have probably leaned way more into the psychological aspect. Conway doesn't understand why he's doing this, and Shepard touts that he's trying to save his life, offering him $10K or $50K to drink either the glass of wine or a whole decanter of scotch. Conway breaks down, apologizing as he doesn't want to choose but feels forced to choose the scotch. Shepard claps, calling him a good man. After dinner, Shepard taps the glass to finally share the rules of the game. And this is interesting because technically the game hasn't officially started yet.
Right.
So I don't think, even if they would have both declined, I don't think he would have done anything. I don't think he would have forced them to do anything. Like, I just think he was just trying to test people in terms of like,
this is
how far are they willing to go? Like, and he's poking fun at them. Like, he's initially making fun of them. And it's a power game too, right?
Oh,
like he shows everyone in the room that like it's almost as if like he's just putting his dick on the table and he's just like, this is my house. Like, you are all beckoned to me.
Also, it makes like, cool, I don't want to leave. I just saw how easily people made a lot of money really fast.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
so he makes them feel
goes
like
to show
like,
how much money he's putting on the line.
Right.
So there you go. introducing the game as Would You Rather, the only difference being that they must participate in their choice, using Travis kissing either Iris or Peter as an example, willing to eliminate those who don't want to participate and those who can no longer continue. He adds that they must make a decision in 15 seconds, which he changes the rules after that. Cal doesn't understand why they need to play this game since Shepard's able to help them all. He's honest with them all in regards to how far he's planning on taking things, allowing those who would like to back out to do so now. Conway stands up but decides to sit back down. Bevins wheels in an electrocution device, and now Conway wants to back out, but Shepard won't allow it. He's shouting at Shepard, which if I was Conway, you just won $50,000.
Yeah, I think you would have been good.
I would have been fine backing out right then and there.
Even for Iris, like, you just won 10 grand. It's like, that could be good enough. Maybe, maybe not.
I doubt that. Yeah, no way.
Yeah,
no way. Enough. Yeah, no way. And you got to remember, she was also promised a skip in the donor list as well. So, like, her incentive to be there is a little bit higher than anyone else's, I guess, because we don't know the other things. We were going to learn them before she made the choice that she made at the end of the movie, but yeah. He's shouting at Shepard, and Bevins takes care of it by shooting him in the head, forcing the rest to sit back down, reiterating that their participation is no longer voluntary. And this is so sad because, like, this is where Linda's like, I would like to go home. And you just felt for her. We were just like, yeah, this ain't bingo, Linda. This ain't bingo. This ain't bingo. Cal and Amy are first up for their game. He has to choose to either shock himself or her. The time almost runs out and he decides to electrocute himself. Amy smiles at this. Linda is next, and the remote is passed to Amy. Ignoring Linda's cries and pleas, she immediately shocks her, ripping her head strap off, reminding those that they're competing. Bevins is forced to wake Linda back up from being knocked out, placing the strap onto Peter. They don't want to do it, but they're brutally reminded what will happen if they forfeit. Meanwhile, Barton grabs his gun and leaves his house. Then we go back to the dining room table, and Travis shocks Lucas. Afterward, he whispers for her to stall them, admitting that he's not going to shock her. She whacks the headband off, which Bevins forces back onto her head. These parts also were super fucking lame. Their plots, like when they would plot things, like I'm not going to shock you, just stall them. What makes you think they can't hear that?
Right.
What
or
makes
I guess
you
they
think
don't care to hear it. They just want to see what happens, I guess.
But
still.
But
it
still,
no
like it
impact on the story itself. Like
no, like you're literally plotting to overthrow them while they're still in the room.
Right.
Like it's just these moments to me felt so forced. I felt
weird and cheesy a little bit. It's just like
they were just so forced.
Dialogue for movie's sake. That's it. It's just like
exactly.
I'm a good guy. I'm not going to shock you, but I can't handle another shock super fast. Stall them for a little bit. It's like fair enough.
I don't know.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyway, he waits for the clock to get. He waits for the clock to get as close to 15 seconds as possible before shocking himself, practically passing out as the next person that's up is Cal. Iris decides to electrocute herself, Shepard finding that choice to be interesting. He grants them a moment while they prepared the next round. Barton is on his fucking way, though, and I love how they show his scar on the right-hand side, because just in case you forgot that he was a part of the game, even though he mentioned it earlier in the movie. During the next round, they're all planning loud as fuck as to how they're going to overtake them, stopping when Julian comes in, humiliating them for practically missing out on this message from our sponsor. And we're back. Instead, he's actually humiliating them for practically asking for a handout, calling them all pigs and shit. When he calls Iris a pig, demanding respect, Travis stands up, wanting Julian to show them some respect. Julian, I've risked my life for this country. I need the respect. So Julian wants to know his name, shouting and calling him a pig, and thanking him for his service, and then calling out that Travis made a huge mistake for opening his mouth. While walking out, Julian instructs the butlers to cover the walls and table with a sheet. Amy calls Travis stupid for what he just did, and Lucas wants them to stick together, already confirming that Amy is on her own. Barton makes it to the estate, hopping over the stone wall, and Shepard and Julian come back in, starting the next round, giving them 30 deciding seconds this time.
That's nice.
That's nice. You get 30 seconds. Iris is first to decide to either stab Cal in the leg with an ice pick or hit Travis 3 times with an African whipping staff. Travis volunteers to be whipped. Shepard wants her to mean it with those whacks. Bevins gives her a quick tutorial on how to hit him on the back. She sobs, hitting him a little too gently for Shepard's liking. So she gives him 3 good ones, the last one making Shepard flinch. It was these moments that I do find to be a lot more impactful when they actually didn't show him getting the lesions on his back. They showed
his reactions to it.
They showed Shepard's reactions.
Right.
Seeing it from Shepard's point of view, it almost felt like, damn, shit, I didn't expect you to do it that hard.
Right.
Like it almost felt like that, where like you can
and
feel the viscera
of the lashes and the clothes all bloody and stuff like that. It's effective, yes. And
very
you feel for this character a lot because he's like, you know, it's true, he fucked up. He should have kept his mouth shut, but. Damn, this is where it starts getting intense. I was still okay with round 1, where I was like, oh, this is more psychological still. It's like, do you rather hurt yourself than someone else? So it still has that aspect where this one is just like, it's just pure punishment. And this is where it kind of turned the corner for me, where I was like, this is just a scene to see someone suffer and kind of go through it purposely. No longer a game. This is now, they made the decisions like, you're going to get the back end of this, like, this round is all for you to get punished. So, like, it's not even about the game anymore. It's just like, you talk bad about me, I made it sure to, like, you're going to get the punishment this round, the entire round.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I can definitely feel that and understand that. Like, the first one felt like it was more like Saw, I guess, like the first round. And this one, like you said, like it feels more like a punishment, which I guess all of them after this are all kind of punishment because that's how they kind of mention it.
It's just like, can you take the heat?
Can you take how much more can you endure? I guess.
Right.
So yeah, Lucas is next to decide to either stab Iris or hit Travis again. He decides to hit Travis, both of them understanding the major artery in the leg. Travis tries his best to brave through the pain. Shepard's pleased to announce that he's next, giving him the ultimatum to either stab Lucas or receive 3 more lashes from Bevins. Yeah.
I don't know why they all thought about like stabbing each other in the thigh too. It's like a leg. You can stab.
Yeah, he didn't specify where
or how
on the leg.
hard you have to stab him. So you can like stab him to break skin, but not like go all the way through. It's like, hey, I'm playing the game. I stabbed him.
Yeah. You didn't say how hard.
Like exactly. Like play it smart.
That's true because like everybody chose the thigh. Where I'm just like he didn't say thigh. He said leg. Like, there's other parts there, like, you got the calf, you got, like, any other part will hurt still, but, like, you won't kill them. Yeah, but, like, the thigh, like...
Yeah, or how dude, deep it has to be, too. It's like, you don't have to, like, stab him. It's like, shit.
Right, exactly, yeah. You don't have to, like... Because, like, and we even get this confirmed when Linda stabs Amy. She doesn't stab her in the leg, she scratches her.
Right.
So, like, you know, like, that's another thing, too. Like... He never specified, and that was cleared as being okay. Like, he didn't tell her to do it again. So, like, yeah.
So, what could maybe play on the psychological stuff, like, what do I say to make it simplified, but see how far people will go just to do it? Because, like,
yeah. Because right now, everyone's making an assumption.
Right.
So, there we are. Yeah. Giving him the ultimatum to either stab Lucas or receive 3 more lashes from Bevins. Amy sarcastically wonders why he's being singled out, making Julian snicker. Travis makes his decision to getting whipped again because he can't stab anybody. Lucas tries to intervene and gets stabbed instead, but it's against the rules. He already made his choice. Travis stuffs his mouth with his tie and braces for 3 brutal fucking lashes to the back. Retching from the pain. Like, he literally starts throwing up from the pain.
Right. Which is realistic as hell.
Oh yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Like if anybody has ever been in just immense amount of pain and you just have that guttural sensation in your stomach to where you're just like, I'm gonna throw up. I'm gonna
Right.
pass out or throw up. Like it's like when someone gets a tattoo and they call it like the tattoo flu. Granted, if you're getting like a super like fine line tattoo and something that doesn't take that long, you most likely won't get the tattoo flu. But if you're getting some big ass pieces, yeah, dude, that tattoo flu I hear is real. I don't have any large pieces on me, but I hear that shit is fucking terrible. like you feel sick.
I love the feeling of getting tattooed. I don't know why. It's such a weird thing.
It's
weird.
oddly
like
comforting. It's oddly comforting, but it also very much depends where you get it because you have tattoos all on your arms, right?
Yes. I don't know why I had to think about that. Yeah.
I mean, I forget that I also have tattoos, so like I get it. It definitely depends where you receive them because like my wife got one on her spine, and she was like, "Yeah, that shit was spicy." All her arm tattoos, she was like, "Yeah, no, like I'm good, like super solid." But like the one on her back, she was like, "Yeah, no, that shit hurt." All depends. Like your wrist, like I was so scared to get it on my wrist. I ended up going a little higher. So like I went higher on my wrist, so it wasn't exactly touching my wrist because I was too afraid to get it actually on my wrist.
I don't know why it would make me feel so nervous, like on the actual wrist part.
I mean, dude, you're moving that tendon all the time. You know what I'm saying? So like yeah. Why are we talking about tattoos? Anyway, Barton is trying to be John Wick outside while Peter is left with the decision to stab Linda or whip Travis. He decides to stab her due to the state of Travis, coaching her to take one for the team before stabbing her in the leg. And he's like, "You're paralyzed. Like you just close your eyes." Which once again, like, dude, why just not stab her lower? Like, come on.
Or not as deep. Like, again, it's crazy.
Yeah. So she doesn't react due to her paralysis, but he hits her in the main artery as she bleeds profusely. He rushes his belt around her leg, needing some assistance with where the tourniquet is supposed to go.
So,
Linda
I feel like
fading.
Everyone knows. It's like
dude,
below or above? Above. Everyone starts yelling at him.
Like,
above.
above. Linda is fading, not able to comprehend Shepard wanting her to make a decision on if Amy is next or if Travis is whipped. Without hesitation, she stabs Amy, who immediately elbows Linda in the face. But this is where I mentioned that she grazes Amy. Yeah. She doesn't stab her directly in the leg. She like scratches her. Amy's turn, and she gets to choose whoever she would like to stab or whip Travis again. She comments that this game isn't about helping each other while choosing who she'll like to stab, choosing Iris. Wondering if she can stab her anywhere, immediately after Shepard allows it to be the shoulders down, she stabs Iris in the side.
She sucks.
Linda, she's terrible. She's a terrible, terrible person. Linda ain't moving, and Travis falls to the floor. Cuts to Barton sneaking inside the house. Bevins checks on Travis, and he's still breathing, but Linda's dead. Cal finally has a choice, contemplating ending Travis's life or stabbing Lucas. Agreeing with Amy on eliminating the player, Lucas tries to talk him out of it, but his time is up, and a gun is pointed at his chest. He grabs the whip, taking 3 strikes to Travis, silencing his groans. My boy put his ancestors into that whip. He whipped him the hardest, in my opinion.
Honestly.
Like, he was just like, this is for 400 years of slavery. Like, he literally just, like, he put every ounce of power into those whacks. I was like, man, damn.
No hesitation in between, too. It's just like,
no, just
again.
Like, he just
damn.
Went in, dude. He just went in. It was terrible. Shepard is ready for the next round. He asks Bevins on the condition of Travis to confirm if he's still eligible to participate. He's not, and they drag him out. Lucas whispers to Iris, wondering if she can run, and they immediately start trying to overtake the butlers. Cal uses the whip on a couple, while Julian's bitch ass hides underneath the table. Iris uses the pick to break free from one of the butlers, running out of the room, and Cal whips him so he can't shoot Iris, and goes up to Shepard, but he's shot in the chest. The Lambricks regain control, forcing them all back to their seats while Bevins and Julian search for Iris. This was nuts. Like, this was also a pretty crazy scene as well.
a lot was happening. It was kind of cool though. Yeah. It's like, yes, you can do it.
Like, overtake it all.
Did nothing. Like literally nothing happened.
Did absolutely
besides someone getting shot.
Pretty much. With the ice pick still in hand, she searches for a way out, hiding behind a door, entering the basement as Bevins comes into the room looking for her. I hear this fun fact that this scene was supposed to be a nod to Alfred Hitchcock, where Alfred Hitchcock would show himself before his films, like it would be like his silhouette behind something or something like that.
Sure.
I thought that was really cool. Opening up a door going down into a basement with no Iris in sight. Julian finds her trying to escape out the window, grabbing and forcing her to the ground. Meanwhile, Barton and Bevins hear her screams, rushing toward the direction while Julian tries to rape her. She bites him in the hand and stabs him in the leg with the pick. Barton calls out to her, talking way too much and allowing Bevins to shoot him in the head. Julian calls out to shoot her, but Bevins wants to take her back to the game, apologizing to her before escorting her back. And he does it because Julian initially fucked up. So that's where they draw the line.
So, don't do that, but come back to play the game.
Exactly. When they come back into the room, Bevins tells Shepard that what happened in the basement. He's pissed, immediately going upstairs to speak with him. Lucas wonders if there's a way out, and Amy finds him dense for not understanding that they aren't going to be allowed to leave. No shit, that's what I'm saying. He's like, he wants to escape. Like, he's not trying to be. Iris agrees. Shepard comes back and apologizes while excusing his son's behavior. Amy and Peter, profusely apologizing on top of that.
Yeah, it's like a very sincere apology. Like,
very
sincere
that
happened to
apology.
You. He lost his mother. I'm like, all right, don't make excuses now.
Yeah, he's trying to make excuses for him. And just like, come on, dude. Amy and Peter are upset, not understanding why she's still able to play. Shepard reminds her who's in charge. The next round is either an unknown punishment or a 2-minute waterboarding with 30 seconds to decide. Peter is up first, thinking about his decision for even too long for me, where I'm just like, dude, just choose. Like, I don't care about your gambling habits. Like, choose, make a choice. It was more so like, get me out of this movie. But he has to allow a firecracker to go off in his hand because he chooses the envelope. But he has to allow a firecracker to go off in his hand. Lucas makes it worse by trying to tell him to hold it to not hold it so tightly, so they duct tape it to his hand because of Lucas's involvement. Pointing a gun at his head, forcing him to light it, it explodes in his hand, which then causes him to have a heart attack and then die.
I feel like this was the worst death in the movie, in my opinion.
It was.
But I did like the fact that, like, he said, like, hey, you never know, it could be a dud. And then, like, the fuse finally goes to the very end, and then it's, like, doesn't go off for a little bit. And again, kind of like I said, they don't really show the gore. They move it, like, off camera. You just hear the pop, and then you see the after effects, and you're just like, oh. Well, it's kind of funny. We were recording this during 4th of July weekend. Everyone hopefully had a good, safe weekend. No one had this type of experience. But damn, this is, it's intense, but like at the same time, like, do I think he should have died? It was like, what's happening? Oh, I think he's having a heart attack. Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah.
It's like, what? A little lackluster.
That was such a cop-out choice, I felt like, just to kind of speed us along in the runtime a little bit here. I felt like they could have been...
It's kind of like when they were writing the script, they're like, oh, the firecracker scene would be fucking, like, this will literally blow up. This is going to be crazy. It's going to be fun. It's like, yeah, but I don't think he'll actually die from it. It's like, oh, you're right. Let's have him have a heart attack after the firework explosion. It's like, it's just an added feature just to get the kill. But they love the idea of the firework. It's just like, oh, I love it. But you're right. He wouldn't die, but heart attack, sure, okay.
Well, I mean, I guess I would probably have a heart attack too, so I don't know. What am I saying?
You gotta really hand it to him.
Lucas's turn, and he takes his chances with the card where he must slit his eye open. He cries that he can't do it as they hand him a razor blade and a mirror, granting him 30 seconds to do it. In the final 5 seconds, he forces his eye open and immediately just slits it. Screaming in pain, Iris's turn, and she chooses the waterboard instead. 2 minutes on the clock as Bevins holds her head in the barrel. She thinks about Riley's dream about her drowning while trying to maintain her composure. She tries to pull her head out of the water, but Bevins continues holding her under until the timer reaches 2 minutes. They're all stoked and surprised that she survived. As Lucas opens up her card, Shepard chuckles that she would have had to get all of her teeth extracted.
Right. So at the very beginning of this round, too, he's like, hey, you never know what you're going to get in your cards, but some of them are okay, some of them are not. It's like, all of them are not okay. It's like he lied, for sure.
Yeah, exactly. It's wild how, like, the psychological aspect that he turns on them, and he kind of makes this twist, I guess, of, obviously he's the one controlling the game, but like he makes this twist of like, you guys never really had choice to begin with. Like it was just like I literally manufactured all of this. Because I even think I have a theory that he manufactured who the winner was going to be before it even started.
Saying like, oh, she's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
it's like, it implies like I want her to win. But
right, exactly.
How I can corrupt her in a way.
Right. It almost feels like one. Yeah. No, it's interesting. Amy Stern, Shepard taunts her, bringing up her husband drowning their daughter.
Mm-hmm.
She opens up the envelope where she has to be waterboarded, but for 4 minutes instead of 2. After a few seconds, she starts scrambling to be let up, but Bevins continues forcing her head down well after she goes limp. And for the final round, Iris is requested to sit across from Lucas. Shepard shares his pleasure at how both of them played.
With the drowning, I felt her character was so underused from what they were trying to build her up to be. It's like, oh yeah, she's going to go to any lengths to win. It would have made more sense for her to be the main person towards the end, and then you see that like, oh yeah, she got overpowered by the innocent person versus the evil person, but no one actually wins. Where I feel like, oh, you could have used her to do a lot more darker elements in this movie, whereas like she wants to kill the other players because she has just like, but even like she was okay with her own death. It's like, well, I guess that's the draw of the cards. I guess I'll do it willingly. Yeah. It's like,
I mean, I felt like weird. She accepted the game, but technically she never killed anyone. And like when the tables turned, the aspect of it, I guess, really felt like it was, I guess like what I'm trying to say is when the tables turned, Amy also kind of had like this shift where she finally was scared. Like it felt like throughout everything, she wasn't afraid of what was going on. She just accepted what was going on.
Yeah, perfect word. I was like, she's in her acceptance phase, where it's like, this is just life. I'm just going to do whatever I have to do in the moment in time and just be okay with it.
Exactly. Yeah. So Shepard shares his pleasure at how both of them played, happy for whoever wins. For the final round, they flip a coin, it landing on Iris to have the deciding power to either leave with nothing or kill Lucas to save her brother. Lucas tries to talk her out of it by sharing the reasons why he's there, about to share his story about his sisters. She's done hesitating and takes the shot. Everyone clapping and celebrating while she's sobbing.
This was a cool moment. I'm not going to lie. Okay, now I can talk about the endings. This is the ending I liked.
Yeah, me too.
I wish they could have closed out the movie soon after this, but they don't, and that's okay. But this was a good, like, he's explaining, like, I know you're here for someone else as well. I'm here for my sisters. He starts explaining to himself, and then, boom, just gets cut off. Cut off immediately from the gunshot. No hesitation. I don't need to hear your story. I don't want to empathize with you. I don't even see you as a person. You're the last person I have to get through to save myself and my brother. No hesitation. My innocence is now gone. I think that ending was brilliant. I wish they ended the movie very soon after that, but I don't like what they continued going with. I'm just like, it's like we didn't need that. I do think the way her character arc kind of goes here is really, really brilliant.
Yeah. Agreed. Because it was pretty. Yeah, I agree that like this had that fun little psychological twist that she chose herself over someone else. where they could have both walked out free and just got nothing
And she's
in
still,
return.
I wonder if they've still given her
If
her
they
10
still would have
grand.
given her the 10,000, I don't know.
It's like, I mean, she earned that.
Yeah, technically. Iris is on her way back home with a bag full of money and a donor for her brother. The next morning, she makes it home and checks on her brother before going to the bathroom to clean herself up, sitting on her bed before going back to find her brother had taken his own life. Then credits. That's how it is. So yeah, I felt that coming a mile away. I kind of knew that was going to happen as soon as she said that, like, that we had the flashback of him being like, you must be tired of taking care of me and all this whole other stuff. Oh yeah, he's gonna kill himself.
He's saving her from
Right.
the pain and anguish that they would have to go through with this entire journey.
Exactly.
Which is heartbreaking. So when I saw that, I was just like, oh, so everything was literally for nothing, and it would just leave in a dreadful way. That I'm like, I don't like this ending. I don't like it at all. But this also reminds me, I don't know, have you ever read like the Batman comics or I forget what movie it is.
Some of them,
The
but
Last Laugh or something like that?
like Joker's Last Laugh?
I think so, where he's like, one person, you can have the most innocent person, he uses Gordon as an example, is like, to give him one bad day and I can turn them evil and bad. And he kind of like puts them through hell all day long and stuff like that too, to try to see, like, I can corrupt anyone if one person has just one really bad day. And I feel like those kind of themes kind of fit with this movie. It's like, yeah,
is this the Killing Joke?
The Killing Joke, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
Where it's a really fucked up dark story too.
Yeah, it's a dark story.
They really do a lot, but it kind of brings this up in the conversation. It's like, how far can you push someone to make them do these outrageous, evil things to, out of desperation? And that's the whole entire plot of the movie. Is like, here are all of these desperate people in a room where I can give them their saving grace, but they have to do awful things to each other and to themselves to kind of dehumanize themselves and not have empathy. And that's where, she doesn't even hesitate. She kills him to be like, no, I'm getting out of here. It's like, it's a good story. Like I said, it's a good concept. It's a great plot. It's just, I don't like it. Like I said, if it ended earlier too, I may have given it maybe 3 out of 5 stars. But with this bleak ending, I'm just like, for what purpose? Like, I'm not entertained by this. I'm not like mind blown. Like, oh, you did all that for nothing because your brother is dead now. I'm just like, that's stupid. She did everything for nothing because, you guys wanted her to do nothing. I'm just like, I wish we had something more.
I agree. I think the ending was just a little lackluster.
Right.
But I don't know. It's interesting. It's interesting.
It is what it is.
Before we jump into movie facts, I was like, I think I'm getting a new dog today.
Oh, what? That's cool.
We've been trying to like adopt a beagle.
Okay.
Yeah, so we'll probably be getting a beagle. So you might be hearing howls in the background of recordings going forward. Because beagles howl. We'll see. We'll see.
Love that.
But for sure, we're getting a beagle, like for sure. But like it might. I think we're getting it going today or tomorrow. But yeah,
that's cool.
So that's crazy. I'm super excited. I'm nervous. I'm excited. I'm all these things. But anyway, let's go ahead. I got only 2 movie facts for this movie. Actually, only one movie fact for this movie.
One movie fact?
Iris stayed 1 minute and 16 seconds underwater. However, though elite breath hold divers do not make time slow down in any physical sense, many do experience reliable, repeatable, subjective time dilation during long breath holds. Under extreme breath holds, carbon dioxide rises, and the person experiences mild hypoxia. An intense and attentional narrowing and meditative absorption are possible. It is probable that the filmmakers provided the time that was felt from Iris's subjective point of view. Interesting.
Okay. How long do you think you can hold your breath for, like, underwater?
Oh, dude, like probably 30 seconds, if that.
30 seconds?
Like, dude,
I believe
have
in you.
asthma.
I think you can do
like,
more than
I
30
cannot.
seconds.
Like, no way. Like, there's no way I can do it much longer than that. No way.
I could probably do them over a minute for sure.
Yeah. I mean, you used to swim though too.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't.
I was like, not right now while I still have this cold. I would probably survive for 15 seconds.
I was say no. Yeah, no. I
still put my head under the water. I'm like, get me back the fuck out.
Start coughing underwater.
Yeah.
But
I have a good question for you real quick. I have a good would you rather? Because I saw that earlier on the internet before we started recording too. And I was like, oh, that's a fun question. Would you rather watch the cursed tape for The Ring, so you have 7 days, but you're guaranteed to die, or you're about to go to sleep and you hear the Freddy Krueger song, the lullaby of Freddy coming for you? So you're both doomed. So you can try not to sleep and find a way to fight Freddy.
That's a great question.
Tamara coming after you.
I think I would risk it with Freddy.
Yeah, you will. What's up?
Yeah, I think I would risk it with Freddy just because, like, he did get his ass handed to him in Dream Warriors for quite a bit. So I think I think I would risk it with Freddy just because, like, I feel like
you could defend yourself a little bit more than
I feel like I would have more opportunities to do something, to at least try, versus with The Ring, like I literally can't do anything. Like, I just have to wait. like I just have to wait.
Business work week. I still got my job, so gotta do my stuff, and then
I guess I'm just gonna go ahead and like buy this flight to somewhere and just like go fuck off on a beach or something and just wait. So yeah. That's probably what I would do. But before we announce what our next movie is, we want to give a very special shout out to our patrons over on patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's Night with K. If you would like to go ahead and get your name shouted out on the show, head over to patreon.com so you can learn how to do so. But we're going to go ahead and take some time for our community manager, Allison, to go ahead and take care of that.
Welcome back to Patreon shoutouts. Thank you so much to our ghouls and knights and everyone in between. We love you so much and appreciate the continued support. Here are this week's Patreon shoutouts: Gia, Avery, Kevin, our aging knight, Farah, ma toilette bestie. Don't forget, we are doing New Moon very soon, and I think by the time this comes out, we might have already watched it. Sergio, Jasmine, Kadrea, Samantha, Dim, Alondra, Johnny, one of our resident gamers and recent birthday boy, Kelly, Rain, Carrie, Chantal, and OG, and Joe, another one of our resident gamers, and also he helps me host the watch parties every Friday at 6 p.m. on our Discord. If you haven't joined, make sure you join. Also, a very, very special shout out to Ripley, a new Patreon shout out member. Bow, bow, bow. We love you so much, Ripley. Your beautiful face always makes us smile. Thank you so much for your love and support. Can't wait to give you a shout out every week.
Thank you all so much for just supporting the show. It honestly does mean a lot to us. It allows us to continue doing things like this, which is great. So thank you all so much for just supporting the show, and for those who left DVPs, and Chantal's first DVP, amazing. Like that's awesome. Like, good ups to you. So more of those, please. More of those, please. But thank you all so much. It's been an absolute blast having you guys a part of this journey. So thank you. But the next film that we're going to be covering is none other than Obsession. I'm so excited.
We're doing it.
I'm so excited. I'm so excited to talk about this movie on here.
Yeah, just friends. Leave it at that.
Yeah, we'll leave it at that. We'll leave it at that. Yeah. But let's. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so jazzed for that. But this was Nightlight, a horror movie podcast. I was one of your hosts, Prince, also known as Head Knight. Alongside me, we had Freddie.
Keeping everything spoopy.
Always and forever, also known as Nighty Night. With your help, we can reach more ghoulish nights with your recommendation for the show. If your podcast app allows you to rate our show, consider us giving a 5-star rating or a like on YouTube, and also subscribe. All that stuff. It honestly does help us out a ton. For extra horror-related content, head over to patreon.com/nightlightpod. That's night with a what?
Okay. my quality's probably not great.
And remember, everybody, don't forget your nightlight.